Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am Lard Lizard, and in today's video we are back on the PlayStation 2, the original hardware. We are on NFL Street. I wanted to make this video about things that only the OGs that play NFL Street played it long enough to know these things I'm about to tell you. There's a couple of things that a true OG from NFL Street knows that, a regular player wouldn't know. Okay, I'm not going to go over everything. I might make a part 2, I might make a part 3, but I really wanted to get into a couple of the details. Okay, the first thing on my list I want to add is after you've beat the game, with a couple of teams, with a couple of NFL teams, so you've got a couple of NFL people, so we'll go to run wall. So, Tony Gonzalez, William Henderson, this dude is extremely underrated. If nobody knows who this is and you're watching this video and you are a true OG, he is a running back for the Packers. In real life, he was a fullback. Look at his stats, though. That's with impact pads, the impact armband. You can do a lot with this guy. He's a fullback, but very, very kind of all over the place. Ronnie Lott, that's the legend. Steve McNair, Orlando Pace, Simeon Rice, and Ricky Williams. So after you beat the NFL challenge with the NFL players, and then you go make some crazy ass team, with all the stats up, just completely crazy. And a lot of this stuff is from the game chart, okay? After you've done all that, am I the only one that goes to the all NFL pickup? And I will only pick like one type of position. So it might be running back, I'm more interested in linebackers because they're usually underrated in my opinion. So let's go ahead and I might zoom through this a little bit. I'm looking for a decent one. Kendrell Bell, Derek Brooks. We'll go Ray Lewis. So we've got 3 linebackers, and just to mix it up, we'll go with some defensive backs that are more of the hard-hitting safeties. Let's see if we can find one. Archuleta maybe, Dawkins, not Dawkins. Sammy Knight would be a good one. We'll go Zach Thomas. We'll go Rodney Harrison. Okay, before I say anything, out of the 7 players, the computer team on the right-hand side, they have 5 legends and 2 of the best offensive linemen in the game. That's some straight cheating shit, okay? But what I want to talk about is what did I get? So I got 1, 2, 3. So I got 4 linebackers and 3 hard-hitting safeties, okay? A true OG will go in, and so we got Brian Dawkins, and we will compare stats, okay? If you see Brooks down there, Brooks to Thomas, okay? So Brooks has a little better speed, a little better catching, but Thomas has a little better agility, okay? And then, so Harris to Thomas. So Rodney Harrison and Zach Thomas have the same agility, but Rodney Harrison has a little better speed and a little better catching, okay? And then Harrison beats Bell on pretty much everything, and this is all as a wide receiver. So pretty much why I'm bringing this to your attention is to fine-tune the players that you can pick throughout the NFL. So, you kind of want something in between a hard-hitting safety, and you only get 7 players, so you want to maximize every kind of player you can. So pretty much OG players will use this as a tool to see who is the best at what, to closely compare these NFL stars, okay? So, defensive back Harrison and Brooks, actually very, very close. Brooks is actually a tiny bit faster than Rodney, and Rodney has better coverage, but for a linebacker, Derek Brooks is a beast. And then you compare that to Zach Thomas and Brooks, and Derek Brooks is just destroying him, and the little things like this. Sammy Knight's up there, and then you compare Ray Lewis to Sammy Knight. And then, you know, even if you want to switch it up and you want to try Brooks to Sammy Knight, you go over here. And then look at that. So Sammy Knight has a tiny bit better coverage, but Derrick Brooks has a little better speed, a little better tackling. So, and honestly, we haven't even tried Brian Dawkins. Let's get Dawkins in here. So we'll go through the test the linebacker stats. Okay, Brian Dawkins. Okay, Brian Dawkins is a tad bit faster than Derrick Brooks, but Brooks has better tackling and better D moves, okay? Sammy Knight's just worse, but we want to switch. And now we want to test, okay, as a linebacker. So Sammy Knight has better tackling and D moves, but he's a little slower. You can use this, and I'm sure the OGs have used it, and if you haven't used this, do this with every position. Running backs and wide receivers / tight ends. Like, this is where you can really fine tune their stats. Get the best people for the position that you want. So if we're looking for more like a defensive back that's going to play in the middle, honestly, Derrick Brooks would be a great fucking choice. He has very good coverage for a linebacker, okay? I mean, he's 2 or 3 stats away from Dawkins, but, I mean, he's up there. He's pretty close to them, like very close, but he has way better tackling, and he's just as fast, maybe 1 speed, and not only that, he has better defensive moves, so he can be a very versatile weapon. And this is one huge advantage that the OGs, after you beat it once, you know, you beat it twice, now you're really looking for the nitty gritty, looking for through all the characters, getting the stats, and this is what the true OGs do. Okie dokie. And thing number 2 that the true OGs do, after you've already beat your career and everything, you get this all NFL pickup unlocked, okay? We'll go to pick first so we don't have to watch the computer take forever. But you go through all these characters. Okay, Cardinals, their quarterback was Jeff Blake. Don't really remember him. Drew Bledsoe must have just went to the Bills. This was 2003, I do believe. And you just kind of go down the line, look at all the players. There's Tom Brady on the Patriots, been there forever. And, you know, there was a great video by The Logical Cowboy. I do believe that's his name. And I remember a lot of these players because I played this game so much. He had a video on Dexter Coakley. And I was like, man, like, I've seen this dude's stats. And he's quick for a linebacker, has pretty good coverage and decent tackling. Like, he's not a bad linebacker at all. And even Roosevelt Colvin, I've seen this dude in the game. And the real OGs, they go back and they find these people on YouTube. They check out their highlights. You know, they learn more about these players. And it's such a great thing to experience because The Logical Cowboy, his video on Dexter Coakley was a great video. And it's a really unique insight in learning about these players that you might not have even been born when they were playing ball. So, I mean, I've done it to a lot of different people. And it goes back to Henderson. Like, let's go to Henderson. There he is, Henderson. I was like, man, like, that dude has hella good stats. Like, look at that blocking, okay? I was like, what position does he play? And I guess, from what I've seen, I haven't looked up a whole lot on him, but he was on the Super Bowl winning teams on the Packers. It was like 96 and something else, but he has to be pretty good to, you know, have that kind of block. He must be a very good fullback. Great speed, great blocking, good catching, good run power. Like, this dude is an all-around. He's a hidden gem. Him and Antoine Randall, if you know, you know. But this is things that real OGs know that people that are just getting into this game, they might not utilize. You know, they don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So, as OGs, we kind of stumble into this thing. I've been playing this game forever. I put so much time into this game. I've literally recreated the whole 2009 roster for this game. So I am NFL Street, and my favorite's NFL Street 1. I love Street 2, but there's just something about the running game in Street 1. NFL Street 2 feels more like a passing game. It's just the mechanics are a little bit different. But let me know if you guys want me to make a part 2. Honestly, I could make probably 5 parts to this thing and still have plenty of ideas. I'm Lard Lizard, though. I'm out of here. Peace. Okay, I just got done recording the OG Street video for all my OG Street players. This is the shit I'm talking about. I literally just sat down, turned on the TV, and this shit popped up.
Jeff Blake. Blake started the majority of games for the Bengals from 1994 to 1999.
Jeff Blake on the Cardinals in NFL Street. Never knew he was part of the fucking Cincinnati Bengals.
Never once a winning record though.
This is what I'm talking about. Like, this is one of the great things about being so attached to this game. Sorry for the quality.